Honorable colleagues, Right Honorable Speaker, colleagues who have converged here to carry out a critical constitutional function. But before I proceed, let me join my colleague, the Minority Leader, to express the most sincere condolences to all of us on the loss of our colleague, Honorable Leader Mahama, the former Member of Parliament for Ayawaso East in the Greater Accra region. Our colleague was fully with us in the last meeting, and during recess, unfortunately, we lost him. May his soul rest in perfect peace. So, Speaker, let me again join my colleague to congratulate the new Patriotic Party for organizing an internal primaries that has produced a flag bearer. I congratulate the former Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, on his victory. So, Speaker, I have listened to my colleague, the Minority Leader, and just to indicate that I paid attention to the results in his constituency. Honorable Kennedy got 644 votes. And Alhaji Bawumia got only 79 votes. In the constituency of the Minority Leader. Mr. Speaker, given his interest in inquiries, I think this is a matter we must look into. Mr. Speaker, this House reconvenes at a time when the Ghanaian economy has regained stability after a period of severe distress. Mr. Speaker, I just listened to my colleague, the Minority Leader, speak extensively about the GhanaGoldBoard and the loss that is reported to have occurred. Mr. Speaker, what I hear, what is being reported, is that 2.4 billion Ghana cedis, equivalent to 214 million United States dollars, may have been lost. Mr. Speaker, they are not asking the question, what has been gained? I am asking the question, what has been gained? Mr. Speaker, the statistics show that in 2024, gold from artisanal small-scale mining sold to the state was 63.6 tons in 2024. In 2025, as a result of the activities of the Gold Board, gold sold to the state from artisanal miners jumped to 103 tons. From 63.6 tons to 103 tons. A jump of 39 tons. Mr. Speaker, the value of 1 ton of gold is $96.5 million United States dollars. The value of 1 ton is $96.5 million United States dollars. So 39 tons added by GhanaGoldBoard gives us 3.8 billion United States dollars. Mr. Speaker, so if we lost 214 million United States dollars and gained 3.8 billion United States dollars, please do the mathematics. Please do the mathematics. Why would this House waste its precious time interrogating and investigating such a gargantuan gain to the Republic of Ghana? Simple mathematics. This is not Fufusu Primary School mathematics. Mr. Speaker, there's nothing to investigate. We should be commending the GhanaGoldBoard policy for the enormous gain that this republic has made from the implementation of the policy. When this parliament commenced its mandate, the nation faced high inflation, unsustainable debt levels, eroded confidence, and constrained fiscal space. The decisions before us were difficult but necessary. Today, there is clear evidence that those decisions are yielding results. Inflation has fallen to single digits. Interest rates are easing. The national currency has stabilized, and debt indicators are improving. These outcomes reflect disciplined policy choices, strong institutional coordination, and importantly, the robust oversight, scrutiny, and approvals exercised by this House in fulfillment of our constitutional mandate. Right, Honorable Speaker, Parliament is not an appendage of the executive. We are an independent arm of government entrusted by the people of Ghana to approve, amend, reject, and hold the executive to account. In performance this duty, Parliament has acted in the national interest, balancing economic necessity with social responsibility and ensuring transparency, accountability, and respect for democratic process. Right, Honorable Speaker, as we begin this new session, our task must now evolve. Economic stabilization, while necessary, is not sufficient. The responsibility before this House is to support legislation and policies that convert stability into growth, growth into jobs, and jobs into improved living standards for our people. Mr. Speaker, this House must also reaffirm its commitment to constructive debate and cooperation. Differences of opinion enrich our democracy, but division must never obstruct national progress. Ghanaians expect solutions, not stalemate. It is also right, Honorable Speaker, that we acknowledge effective leadership when it delivers results. That is why I am here to once again commend President John Dramani Mahama and the National Democratic Congress, because they deserve commendation for the discipline, experience, and clarity with which they have governed during a challenging period of our nation. The progress recorded in restoring confidence, easing economic pressure, and laying the foundations for sustainable growth reflects leadership that has prioritized the national interests. Allow me to present an overview of Ghana's fiscal and macroeconomic performance in 2025, underscoring the key achievements and reforms that have strengthened our economy and laid a solid groundwork for 2026. The fiscal deficit for 2025 was contained at 1.8% of GDP, reflecting prudent fiscal management and improved revenue mobilization. Total public debt decreased from 726.6 billion in 2024 to 630.2 billion in 2025, representing a 13.3% reduction in just 1 year. Debt as a share of GDP fell significantly from 68.7% to 47.2% 7.0%, a reduction of 23.7 percentage points in just 1 year, strengthening the country's debt sustainability profile. Real GDP growth remains steady at 4.8%, supported by resilience in key sectors. Inflation remains stable at 8%, aligning with the Bank of Ghana's targets. VAT reforms announced in 2025 are in full implementation in 2026, aiming to ease the cost of doing business and support households. We abolished the COVID-19 health recovery levy, saving households and businesses 3.7 billion Ghana cedis in 2026. We remove and decouple GET Fund and NHIA levies from the VAT base, enabling input tax deductions and lowering business costs by 5%. We abolish VAT on recognizance and prospecting of minerals, reduce the effective VAT rate from 21.9% to 20%, increase the VAT registration threshold from 200,000 to 750,000. Mr. Speaker, we extended the VAT zero rating on locally manufactured textiles to 2028. We recapitalized ADB and CBG with 1 billion Ghana cedis, strengthening the financial sector, making it stable, supporting credit flows to households and businesses. For the first time since 2007, when the cedi was redenominated, the Ghanaian cedi appreciated by 32% against the United States dollars, marking a historic milestone and reflecting the resilience of our economy and the success of our stabilization policies. Average lending rates have declined from 30% to 22%, and treasury bill rates from 29% to 11%, making financing more affordable for businesses and households. These improvements have generated approximately 8 billion Ghana cedis in national savings on interest, directly benefiting the private sector and citizens. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, 2025 has been a year of fiscal consolidation, macroeconomic stability, and structural reform. These measures have positioned Ghana for sustainable growth in 2026, enhance debt sustainability, and improve the business and investment climate. Looking ahead, 2026 promises to be a transformative year for Ghana with targeted initiatives across all key sectors. Mr. Speaker, the government will complete 30 abandoned E-blocks, community day schools, and the GET Fund. Government will construct 200 new junior high schools, construct 200 new primary schools, construct 200 new kindergartens, and construct 400 teacher bungalows and 400 sanitation facilities. Funding will also be provided for textbooks, school furniture, and transport for learners. 6 new regional hospitals will commence construction this year, alongside 2 district hospitals at Bole and Shama, while 10 Agenda 111 hospital projects will be completed. Ongoing projects at La General, Efia Nkwanta, Komfanochi Maternity, and the Ashanti Regional Hospital will continue, and diagnostic and treatment centers will be established across major hospitals through PPPs. Mahama Cares will receive 2.3 billion Ghana cedis, and 9 billion is programmed for NHIS claims. Essential medicines, vaccines, and free primary health care will be ensured in the ensuing year. The government would allocate 500 million Ghana cedis for district housing, including resettlement of Akosombo Dam spillage victims. A major push will also be made for critical infrastructure, including the long-awaited Accra-Kumasi Expressway. Additionally, 200 million is earmarked for mini stadia. 1.1 billion will support LEAP, 401 million for women-owned SMEs through the Women's Development Bank, 170 million for the National Apprenticeship Program, and 169 million for BEC registration, 474 million for nursing trainee allowances, and 292 million for free sanitary pads for girls. The National Theatre in Accra will be rehabilitated, and the second theatre will be developed in Kumasi. 20 million will seed for Creative Arts Fund, and 150 million will support anti-illegal mining operations. 50 million is allocated for fishing nets and outboard motors. These initiatives collectively push 2026 as a year of tangible progress, improving education, healthcare, infrastructure, social protection, and economic opportunities for all Ghanaians. Let me also acknowledge the successful election of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party. We congratulate him and his party for concluding that internal democratic process. Mr. Speaker, if you observed, my friends on the other side were all in white today to celebrate the victory. I joined them to wear white to celebrate the victory. But the reason why I have worn white to celebrate the victory is because the Bawumia that I know, NDC will beat him anytime in the day. I say I am wearing white to join the MPP in the chamber to celebrate, because the Bawumia that I know, NDC can beat him any day. Right, Honorable Speaker, Ghanaians do not forget. Ghanaians do not forget. This is not a new beginning. It is a repackaging of the same administration, the same economic ideas, and the same record that pushed this nation to the edge. You cannot rewrite recent history, and you cannot rebrand responsibility away. Ghanaians will judge not by new faces or fine words, but by lived experience, credibility, and results. And they lived the experience of a Bawumia as a vice president, and the credibility of MPP and the Bawumia, and the results of the Bawumia economic management. Right, Honorable Speaker, the foundations of recovery have been laid. The responsibility before us now is to consolidate these gains and accelerate Ghana's journey towards sustainable growth and shared prosperity. We will be considering the following sector-related legislation. We will continue with the Ghana Cocoa Board Amendment Bill, the Ghana Investment Promotion Authority Bill, the Ghana Deposit Protection Amendment Bill will all be taken. Mr. Speaker, the Exemptions Amendment Bill will also be taken. There will be an Income Tax Amendment Bill. Then there will be Extractive Industries Fiscal Reforms Bill. We will have a rent bill coming from the Ministry of Works and Housing. And then there are riparian buffer zones regulations. Mr. Speaker, we will also have legislation from the Ministry of Education to deal with the College of Education, and then also to establish the Ghana Book Development Council. Mr. Speaker, we also will have the Environmental Protection Carbon Market Regulations 2026, the Basic Ionizing Radiation Control Regulations, the Integrated Management Systems Regulations, the Emergency Preparedness and Response Regulations, the Design of Nuclear Installation Regulations, the Review and Amendment of the Biosafety Act. Mr. Speaker, the Energy Ministry will bring new legislative proposals for the Nuclear Power Corporation, that's the Nuclear Power Corporation Bill, the Renewable Energy Authority Bill, and then the Transport Minister will also bring the Road Traffic Amendment Regulations to deal with the issues of discipline among Okada riders. The NPA Act is also going to be revised. There will be a legislation on Ghana Banking Services Agency Bill. Mr. Speaker, we will also have a new comprehensive revision of our minerals and mining legislation in the form of a new minerals and mining bill. The Ghana Geological Survey Authority regulations will come. The minerals and mining regulations will also come. The Wildlife Resources Mining Regulations, the Survey Council Bill will all be presented to us. The Energy Ministry has a lot, including renegotiated power purchase agreements that will be brought to us for us to consider, and other major projects in the sector that we will be required to approve as a parliament. Mr. Speaker, the local government will also bring a local governance university bill, and then we will have a university for local governance and development bill will be brought. We will also have bills from the local government ministry to abolish the coastal and middle belt development authorities that we announced the abolition some time ago. Mr. Speaker, they will also bring some amendments to the Land Use and Spatial Planning Act, and the Sports Ministry will bring regulations to actualize the new Sports Fund Act. There will be a bill to establish the National Sports College, Winneba. So the National Sports College, Winneba bill will also come. And there will be regulations to enforce the Anti-Doping Act that was passed some time ago. Tourism Ministry will bring legislation to elevate the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park to an authority to ensure that this historic site is preserved and promoted with the dignity it deserves. We will also move to establish the Ghana Bureau of Languages as an authority, so a bill to achieve that will also be brought. Mr. Speaker, we are gathered once again at a time of growing hope and tangible progress across our nation under the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama and his government. We are witnessing a restoration of confidence in our institutions, in our economy, and in our shared future. From the market trader to the teacher, the farmer to the student, there is a sense that Ghana is moving forward with purpose. Mr. Speaker, it is obvious that our country is making progress, and this parliament is going to move forward in terms of approving legislation that will fast-track the progress that is being made. I urge honorable colleagues that this session is a short one. We have just about 8 weeks. I plead with you, let us be punctual, let us sit in the chamber, let all the committees be up and doing. Let's work assiduously to accomplish assignments referred to us as committees. All committee chairmen should do well to deal with all the outstanding referrals. Let's ensure that within the 8 weeks, we achieve as much as is humanly possible. Mr. Speaker, I cannot conclude by also welcoming our friends among the press corps. We will not be able to succeed in this meeting without your support. We will also welcome the parliamentary staff, many of whom, even during the recess, sacrificed precious time to work with certain committees, including the Public Accounts Committee. I know the Security Intelligence Agency committees. I also know that the Constitutional, Legal, and Parliamentary Affairs Committees and others were all busy working on bills that were referred to them during the recess. I want to welcome all our staff who have always supported us to succeed as a parliament, and to assure them that we will work together and ensure that this meeting is an action-packed meeting. This meeting is a successful meeting, and this meeting achieves a lot for the people of Ghana. I thank you very much, and I welcome all of you.